Next up, your favorite AR, all the way from Scotland. Please welcome Cammy! From college dorm room card to the main stage, making his CDL debut. Give it up for Fame. One of the most cracked subs in the entire league. You know him, you love him. It's Afro. The greatest European player of all time, the bowler for Britain. Make some noise for Bance. Once again, Madison, Wisconsin, give it up for your Minnesota Røkkr. Oh yeah, Madison. It's about that time, baby. We gotta get y'all lit. Let's go. Let's go. R-O-K-K-R. R-O-K-K-R. R-O. Let's go. Keep it going, y'all. Let's get lit. Let's get this game started, baby. Let's get it.
And here we go, game time. Madison, Wisconsin. For those of you there in the theater, we hope you're enjoying yourselves. For those of you at home, let's get things going. That's right, Chance is in the house, quite literally. How you doing, brother?
Dude, this is going to be one of the most unique experiences, like certainly I've had casting Call of Duty. Strange environment, and talk about the introduction that Fame is going to get. Brand new guy on the roster. He gets a home crowd for an online match. It's going to be a good time.
It's going to be a very good time, and Røkkr sorely need it. Currently sitting quite low in the point standings. Luckily, they do play teams who are below them today, but a win would be essential. We'll see if Fame is the missing piece for the Røkkr puzzle today. Got a very exciting matchup ahead of us. Chance, a good series as well. We've got the maps and modes. A little bit more on that later. But how you feeling, man? How's Wisconsin treating you?
This place is genuinely booming, and honestly, I cracked a joke about eating cheese curds for the first time. I'm saying life-changing experience for me, being able to eat those. But here's the maps and modes we got. It is not particularly great for either team. Both of them throughout Stage 3 have been on the struggle bus, so these are maps down the line that you're focused on the improvements, that the adjustments have to be there in the mix, and an opportunity for both of these teams. Obviously, you pointed out the point standing for Røkkr. Florida, they're playing catch-up. You gotta get to the top 8 spot. Right now, Røkkr are the gatekeepers. This is the series to take them down.
Fun way to do it as well. Here are the home series. HyDra Mercado, Hotel Mercado, Embassy Game 5. We have to go the way, and hey, it is a packed house here in Madison. Wish we could be there, friends, but for now, it's going to be Røkkr, Mutineers. This is going to be a banger. We cannot wait to get this one underway, ladies and gents. Charles, which way are you dressing, man? I mean, again, you said that as far as the stats go, nothing too crazy either side. I mean, it's current form, surely, for the Mutineers, and the honeymoon period for Røkkr.
Well, in the current form is the big question for Florida, because obviously when they made their roster change and started in Stage 3, it was the struggle bus. It took them time to get the momentum going, but then at the Major, their first win they had against the New York Subliners and eliminated them at top 12. So honestly, for Florida, there is no telling how much progress they have made and how good they have gotten. And obviously, the exact same question from Røkkr, fresh off of a roster change. We're going to have a lot of questions answered very quickly on HyDra.
Well, here we go, ladies and gents. Time to get into map number 1. We're playing HyDra, we're playing hardpoint, and if you ain't swimming, you ain't winning, I believe I nearly said something very different there, but let's get into this one. Map number 1, let's time to party.
And this is all about like sort of keeping track of players, right? So you already know a guy like Attach, world champ. The comms are always going to be calm and crisp, and the man can count to 4. So Fame has big shoes to fill. We'll see what he can do straight off the rip.
Straight off the rip, his CDL debut, and he starts it with a kill. That is exactly what you want. His teammates joining him there in the feed as well as Minnesota Røkkr. They've got plenty of space to work with here on the map. It looks like we saw Afro trying to make a play there towards P2, but nah. The Florida Mutineers line holds the time now, ticking in favor of Røkkr. Not a bad start whatsoever.
Literally doing his exact job, wins the opening break, gets the trophy out for the boys inside of the hard point, and hey, 25 seconds left on it. It looks like the team is going to be focused on the rotation, but there you go, the first swimmer out and about. You see Capsule being very annoying for Røkkr to deal with, and perfectly timed from Capsule to make sure Røkkr are going to be spawning out all the way across the map.
right across the map. Far right-hand side, that's where you're going to be seeing the members of the Mutineers. That's what they want. They've got P2 up. It's a 7-point game for now after the opening break. Capsule on a 3, looking to catch a few more. Eyes on that right-hand side of the minimap, though, Wisconsin. And for those of you at home, you know the deal. There's plenty of players now for Røkkr trying to get in towards P2. Slides in from Capsule, no good. It's Cammy and your new guy, Fame, finding those kills. Hard points up now in the hands of the Mutineers. Here come Røkkr.
Yeah, be quick to make this break as well, right? A couple players trying to jump in, but it looks like Florida should be able to hold it back there for the cleanup man, but the spawns came in close for Minnesota, and they get the break on P2.
There's the break. The crowd hears it as well. Bance now the front line. No more kills to be had. Fellow's going to be there to slow him down slowly but surely. That's going to be 30 seconds remaining here on this hard point. Afro can't get the cross up. Brack stays alive. And that's going to be hard point rotation once again in the hands of the Florida Mutineers. Good time out of Røkkr, though.
Well, still Minnesota, obviously, with what, 15 seconds left of this scrap time to work the break, and looks like maybe not the best start. Bance gets caught along the way, but it's another situation. You get the break here on P3, you might be able to run the score up, but looks like Florida, nice and stable. They got P1 pushed out as well, at least for the moment. So Røkkr, 0-4 progress on the map. Mutineers are going to have that early hold.
So holding, rocking out all of them through the front. You take care of one player on the water side. That's going to be a bit of a dip for Afro, but not for too much more time. It's his teammate Fame. A little bit of a disconnect here on the push through the front. Mutineers holding it down, keeping the kills going. Fella gets caught unaware. It's Afro, manages to get himself in there and towards the point, and on the flank, Bance is there as well. There's a pinch here for Røkkr. This could be a break. Not a lot of time gained from the Mutineers. 30 remaining on this one. Capsule, the front door. Sweet coverage once again. Mutineers hold.
Oh, that is beautiful the whole way around, too. Obviously, Cap with the big 2, but Bance gets taken down. So the awareness from Havoc on point, and now for Florida, opportunity to flip these spawns, force Røkkr in the back. If they get another wave of kills, this game could spiral just a little bit, but Røkkr recover, get the final 15 seconds to scrap, but geared up for that rotation. Guys like Brack already posted up, ready and waiting.
Yeah, a little bit of scrap time for now for Røkkr. Maintaining this lead. Mutineers, though, they've got, once again, rotation towards New. Low right-hand side of the minimap, here we go. They're going to set themselves up now for the attack. Røkkr have got all these different lanes to approach from. They can come from the water side, they can come from underneath, down low, they come through ruins. P2, that's where Bance is now. He's going to be the front man in. Any more kills to be had as Havoc now slows him down. Fame in the feed as well. Good work from Afro. It's a late break, but we are in. One man left alive now for Røkkr, staying alive in the back. It's Afro. He's still going. Capsule cuts him down in the end, and it's a tight, hard point here.
And that massive back and forth fight just for Cap to land that final blow. So this is still big time to collect. And you see Røkkr right now still trying to hit the 2-2 split to attack this scrap time. Meanwhile, guys like Havoc are thinking about the rotation over towards New. So an important moment, Florida setting themselves up for success. Havoc taking the long route. You still got the battle for this scrap time. And I'd say Mutineers, massive opportunity. Another 3 down in the feed. And you see those players on Røkkr spawning in the back.
That's a big lead change moment as well. You've got one member in the back now for Florida Mutineers. That's going to be Havoc. He's very sneaky indeed. Bance now looking to hunt him down. Get the backside of the map. Sweet. Havoc though towards the front side of the point. Kills are there. Here comes Fame. Right into the jaws of Havoc. Eats him alive. Time now ticking once again for the Mutineers. Back spawns though for Røkkr. Chance they can make the break.
I mean, still though, a beautiful play right there from Havoc, right? That long route just for the intro kills, and now he's got his teammates setting up and waiting for the chow. This is comfortable for the moment. You see all the ARs winning the gunfights. Now it's just about trading the next couple. So Cap, big responsibility. Trades do not come through in Røkkr. They get the clean 4 down.
Clean 4, clean break. Hard point now, Røkkr. 25 seconds on this one. They're going to have plenty of time. Soak this up. Pull themselves right back into Afro now. Push the front line forward. Watch that submachine gun go. Brackno, couple of nades his way. You might be able to slow down these players. Maybe get them off the point. But for now, Mutineers full control.
And hey, I mean, get the ARs posted up, maybe back up towards top dome. That's what Capsule is maybe going to be working with to try to keep these spawns under control. But we already saw water outs being taken early on, and hey, it gets red. Havoc is there to chop them down. Looks like it's still that opening salvo, though, looking to go through, but it will be Florida in the hill, at least for a moment.
That moment is gone. Bance now flying forward, taking Capsule toe-to-toe. Great shots, lead change. Minnesota Røkkr. Can they maintain this position? Looking to try to get the P2 flip as well. That means getting the players towards the right-hand side of the minimap. That's where you want to see those purple arrows appear. Røkkr fans. Oh, Capsule wins another huge gunfight chance. Open hard point for now, and it's still an incredibly close game.
Good luck with this one, by the way. I mean, again, it is just water routes on water routes, trying to get these cheeky angles, but it is sort of a similar situation to what we had the first time around, with Røkkr getting a little bit more time on this early hill. And if Bance can find the route on rotation, talk about the opportunity for the opening, because you even have number 2, Afro, taking the round around back. Spawns have been flipped. Røkkr have completely set themselves up for success.
Fame doing what he can now. The newcomer here in the squad for Røkkr. Not a bad performance from him whatsoever. Hard point now in his hands. Looking towards Nuke, can he win the fight against Brack? Doesn't see the drop there. Here comes Fellow from the inside. So, Fame's got a lot of work to do alone. Can't get any more out of that life. Brack, great shots from the water side there. Here come the rest of the Røkkr reinforcements. Oh, Havoc wins a big fight there against Bance. In the back line, though, Afro, the one shining hope right now for Røkkr here in the play.
Well, still though, it's Havoc actually slowing everybody down. So Afro's in the back, but he's only blocking spawns. Finally, you connect, but 20 seconds have gone by on P2. Now you're starting to get the kills to actually make the moves, but jump inside the time. Looks like Fame is there to get it done in Afro. The life that he just had staying alive for that long. Well, you see it in the scoreboard. Røkkr have the lead.
That's Røkkr now with the lead. A great opportunity to push this forward. Speaking of pushing forward, here comes Afro. Doesn't catch that player at Havoc. Great job there on the prone. Final 20 seconds here of our second hard point in the second set. And already, Røkkr starting to move this lead further forward. Final 10. As we now look towards that left-hand side of the minimap. Rotations are on. Can Cammy get his way forward?
Oh, well, damn, yeah, if he's going to gun like that, he absolutely can make his way forward, and maybe needs to get a couple trades as well. This is the same hill Florida locked down last time around. It looks like they're setting themselves up in the exact same way. Number 5 Capsule, post in the back, blocking the spawn. You get P1 pushed out. This is the dream setup for the Florida Mutineers.
Yeah, they're holding it perfectly. Oh, here we go, though. Signs of weakness. Cammy firing forward. Fellow traded out his Fame in a classic 3v3 now towards the point. The last of the spawners going to be making their way into the fight slowly but surely. Much closer spawns from the Mutineers. Trades at the front door. Over the Capsule now. Close on the point. Brought down again. It's Fame and Afro in the feed. The backline now. That's where we go to Fellow. Wins. No! Afro gets it again. Great work, Røkkr. That's a huge win.
Yeah, Afro maybe heating up just a little bit with a gunny like that. Poor Capsule, 10 HP, desperate to stay alive, but you see the approach. It's the ARs posted up. It's Bance, the cutoff man, and Fame with the 2-piece in the feed. New kid on the block right now on the 5 spree and the Super Soaker for Florida. This was their hill last time. Now they got bullied, and now they are so far away on this rotation.
Maybe gets themselves streaks as well. See if they come into play in just a moment. Great rotation, though, from Røkkr. Good break there. Mutineers didn't have a whole lot left in the tank. On that point, the back spawns don't pay off for. Here we go, though. Into the next point. Cammy atop rock. Can he find any kills here? Can he get any more time? Well, let's quick find out with a Minnesota Rocket listening.
Trust me. One's deep hour. Yeah, in front of Gummy. Nice. Bro, hit the outer now, Brack. Just hide careful,
Yeah, taking corner.
One's in blue, one is in blue.
Yeah, they could hit the back when you have in this one and B5.
Nice, it's Brack, spawn Brack.
B2 and back to God Rock. B2 and God Rock. And mid dad. Nice. Let's not hit it. Out right now. We're gonna be B5. We're gonna be mid.
Outer, I'm getting out.
I'm getting into blue.
I've got outer, okay?
I have blue.
I just stunned you.
I'm playing the blue in the corner.
Yeah, I'm trying to play the back. I'm gonna get on long rock.
Blue on me. Blue, no, he got me, bro. 2, yo, one's on old, one's blue. I might spawn out.
Did someone get info so I can pinch?
Yeah,
I'm looking for it. Top blue. He hasn't charged yet.
We could be on top.
Nice.
On old, one shot blue. No. On old fellow. Nice, last guy. You look for
outer. One shot blue you. One shot outer, he's gone out.
Nice. Spawn in front.
I'm playing God Rock.
Yeah.
He's mid-bridge.
I'm getting your pool camp.
He's mid-cut.
There's 3 mid. Yeah, I'm playing your single dad.
There's someone to
Yeah, I'm a stack.
Yep, I'm blocking myself right now.
Hide.
He's Cubby.
Maybe.
Yeah, Cubby.
Cubby.
I'm challenging. One more front.
Yep, I'm trying your outer. He's gonna be front door already.
Nice.
There's 2 front doors.
Yeah.
One close.
I'll get the back.
Get Cubby, Marcus, get Cubby.
Nice. I'm much top there. One time when you...
Nice.
Go, guys.
Nice,
I have a streak for this 2-1.
We have still got
yeah.
shit.
If you want to go right, Kev. Do you want to go deep, Kev? Yo,
I'm playing
wrap blue in your
One's
I'm
got
playing
P3, one's just got P3, okay?
Go P3.
He's back blue in you. Take it all around.
And Røkkr walking away with HyDra hardpoint for now. We get into our final set of the hardpoints, and both teams staring down the barrel of the big win here. Florida finally crossed over the 200 point mark. Røkkr, though, chance looking fantastic.
And if I'm Røkkr, it is a 14-point game. I would just be dive bombing P1 and trying to get them out of this time. You got the cruise missile coming into play. You got Cammy's already picked up the two-piece. What can the cruise find? That's Capsule down and out. Minnesota can win it here.
Final 10. Bance gets taken care of on the point there. Now over to Afro, trying to get himself in there. Can he make those chevrons purple? Get in there, son. Fame with the nades. Still the 10-second game. As Cammy now looking to get in over the top. An open hard point for now. This is not over yet. Mutineers, the guns are up. The guns are hot. They are not letting anything get away from them just yet. They're playing hard for the P2.
Hey, this is actually a little bit desperate, too. If you're making a P2 play, that is a lot of time wasted. Actually, they do it. They tick those, so Florida have to move. They get one guy out of the hill, and now they can survive by a point, except for the fact they lost the spawns. Minnesota Røkkr gonna get it done.
There it is. Afro, lay down, get the map win. Great work out of them to start the series off. An explosive opener there on HyDra as Wisconsin's on his feet. As there we go, Røkkr. They take map number 1.
And what a very unique and strange experience for that HyDra map 1. I gotta imagine Fame. A lot of thoughts racing through his mind, but played pretty well, man. Gotta tip it. Super Soaker inside the hard point. Went on a 6-spree at some point to collect the cruise, and I'd say a pretty sizable impact he had on map number 1 to take Florida down.
Hey, there we go. Great start to this series there for Røkkr. And I was thinking about this, a really interesting way to get, a newcomer to the squad acclimatized. Put them on LAN in front of a crowd, get the nerves out of the way ASAP. I love it. Røkkr, 200 IQ play there as they walk away with a win and put Florida Mutineers down in the series so far. Search and Destroy, though, coming up now. We're going to go over to Mercado in a moment. But for now, the highlights chance, a lot of fun here to start the series off.
And again, I'd say just a pretty comfortable impact for Fame. It wasn't too crazy, no real pop-off moments outside of this 6-spree, but just did his job the entire time. And I don't even think that Minnesota necessarily had to outslay by any sort of crazy margin, right? I know Bance 18 and 25 at one point, but they had the rotations when they need them. Really, even that P3, I know the first go around they got bullied out. Second time, absolutely perfect. So the adjustments on the fly were there.
Oh, here we go. Highlights from this one. Fame again, debut here in the CDL. A lovely start. Everyone wants to start their career off with a win in the professional leagues, and he gets the job done. First map done anyway. Going over to the search after this and control. Can he make it a 3-0? Sorely need those 10 points if you are Røkkr as well. But Chance, any sort of major takeaways from the performances of either team here in the map 1?
No, I mean, again, pretty just, a close battle. It's not like Florida got blown out anyway, but both of these teams' record on this map, not good across the entire year. So this is really just sort of an opportunity series for both of these teams to start their stage off right. And obviously Minnesota get the ball rolling, had a nice little jump on the HyDra, but that search and destroy. Minnesota Røkkr currently on an 11-loss spree. That is record-breaking L's that they are setting up in search and destroy. So maybe we'll see if Fame can continue his success and carry that into map 2.
They will need it, though. Fame, if he can be their man to turn things around. Mutineers, a very formidable search and destroy squad. This is not going to be an easy one at all for them. The Mutineers looking to find a bounce back here in the series. Røkkr, they take map number 1. HyDra can be a cruel map of fickle mistress. For the Mutineers, fist bumps, clean things up. We've got a long series ahead of you, boys. Here we go. Mercado, search and destroy. Map number 2, Hotel, will be the control we play today. And, of course, Mercado Embassy to close it out. If we have to go the distance, of course, it is first to 3 here in our series. And now, a lovely place to be if you're a Røkkr fan.
And, well, a Røkkr fan, lovely place to be outside of the fact that the record on this map is 0-3. So winless on Mercado across the entire year. But obviously for Florida, 0-1, at least with this current roster. Obviously, you got to be on the lookout. We know Brack has actually had a decent amount of success with the sniper. You know he's going to be trying to set a guy like Havoc up for all these mid-map routes that are going to be coming through. So Florida, make no mistake, very dangerous team on Mercado.
Super dangerous team. We'll see how that goes again. The snipes looking for fast flanks. For those of you who have played it in ranked, you know what I'm talking about. Mercado can be a lot of fun indeed. We'll see how that goes in just a brief moment. The players get ready to load in this one. We've got some S&D stats to look at. And hey, Madison, you look good. I must admit. Hope you're enjoying yourself so far. But here is the Stage 3 Search and Destroy records. And if you're a Røkkr fan, just don't look. Look away.
God.
Maybe check your phone. Maybe go pet the pet. Get yourself a drink. Because Search and Destroy has not been your mode.
Yeah, a record-breaking loss streak. That is painful. The .67 Team KD is one of the toughest things that you're ever going to see. So again, not particularly great for Florida throughout stage 3, but they had a very slow start when they made the roster change. They started to get the ball rolling just a little bit, and again, so much more success at the major. So aBeZy, again, very dangerous for Florida in the search and destroy game mode. That record doesn't reflect it, and Minnesota need to turn things around. I mean, Miles, I don't know if you were paying attention to the video that the coaches put out where both Looney and Brian say we're talking about it, of how Brian's saying much more focused, just like hyper focusing on the S&D gameplay. We'll see if that shows here in map 2.
Well, they need the confidence boost here, and I think the crowd here in Madison, Wisconsin can certainly help out with that. We heard an elated response to the map 1 win. We'll see if Search and Destroy can be as kind to them again. Røkkr versus Mutineers as, hey, it's getting rowdy in there. Let's see what happens, though. For the Mutineers, a bounce back sorely needed. I wonder, though, how many Mutineers fans are actually in the venue, Chance? You got a sort of a test there?
I did see one. There's a guy walking around in a Florida Mutineers hoodie. It cracked me up because I didn't realize Florida fans literally traveled that far north. I figured the cold would scare them away, but we'll see how it goes, man. Always a fun time. Madison, apparently the party capital of the world. I know, like, the Wisconsin Badgers are nearby, and I know even this place last night, it was getting busy. So the nightlife here is not too bad. Fans are going to be a little bit rowdy as well. High expectations.
Hey, they might be real rowdy if they can get a win today, but we're almost ready to get into that Search and Destroy. Mutineers looking for the bounce back. Search and Destroy has been a solid mode for them. We're not going to be playing on Fortress, so don't expect too many muscle ups, but we'll see what kind of shenanigans they can bring to the table today. What a fun time to be a Call of Duty fan with home series taking place. This feels very 2020, if you ask me, and I mean the good side of 2020, not the you know, that thing.
The global pandemic.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking. You know that. You remember that? You guys remember that? Yeah, me too. But we're almost ready to get into map number 2 here, ladies and gents. Just Control. We don't see Expo today. These two teams not opting to play the new mode or the new map here in the CDL. What do you make of the hotel pick, though, while we get into that?
Again, it's literally across the board. All 5 of these maps, the record is not great for either team. With the exception of the Embassy map 5, Minnesota actually enjoyed that one, but a long way to go in that regard. And for Minnesota, I mean, maybe nowhere to look but up. If you're just consistently losing 11 in a row, you got to break the curse at some point and get in the mix. And more shining lights for the team. As poor as their stage 3 was, Cammy was starting to pop off and looked like he was sort of finding his form. It really just was the SMGs that had a pretty steep drop off throughout stage 3. So look for those guys to turn around. Look for Cammy to be consistent. And of course, being on defense on Mercado first thing, not going to be easy as those nades are going to fly through.
What a shot from Fellow. Wonderful way to start the round for the Mutineers. Cammy, see you later, mate. Fellow still holding that mid-map position. Here comes the bomb. It's a slow push towards A. His team have entirely taken control of the site here. So this is a good look out of the flow of the Mutineers. Here comes the bomb. Better late than never. Mid-map, though, that's going to be where the attack comes from now from Røkkr. And Fellow finds his second. Wow, what a shot.
Yeah, Bance is trying to be a little bit cheeky. That's a tough spot to work with, but he takes him down. 4v2, you get the bomb down. Offense on Mercado round 1, basically undefeated.
Cap still backs up wisely. Here comes Bance through mid-tunnel. Fellow will not find any more with that snipe. It's now a 2v3. Capsule still holding the hedges side of the map. Numbers still favoring Mutineers. 30 seconds to go.
And Afro has to make a move, right, just to draw the attention from Capsule. So movement starting on both sides of the map. And Bance actually guns him down for the 1v1. An opportunity for Afro to fry, and he's got the Denny to pop. You gotta go.
Here we go, 15 seconds. Afro trying to make something happen here. Oh, Havoc is making his moves. He's running all over the place. Shots exchanged. Oh no, he's shooting a ghost. What have we got? Not enough time. Afro may win the 1v1, but Havoc and the Mutineers win the round.
Yeah, no, that is the tried and true from Havoc. That is one of the most tragic things when you do all of that work for the potential 2v4, and Havoc's the guy you got to beat towards the end. But really just great setup from Fellow. Early on, connects with the snipe, gets the bomb down as well, gets the second blood, and Fellow, well, makes the round easy for his teammates, obviously. It got spicy towards the end.
It did indeed. Wow. Good work there from the Mutineers. A slow bomb move, that full A site control, 2 snipes out of Fellow. Beautiful stuff from them. Can they keep it going? Here we go. Røkkr now. They are on attack. Bomb in the hands of Bance. Snipe shenanigans. Not this time. Fellow, though, comes pretty close.
He at least got the intel, right? So Afro does get spotted, but the intel doesn't make a difference, or maybe just there for the trade. So an important first blood for Afro to be able to pick up, and you see the idea from Røkkr. playing it like it's a little bit of Moscow, going on that rotation over towards B. And for the moment, Florida haven't read this in the slightest. If they choose, they're going to get this down with no pressure, or Fellow's going to catch you on the cross. Boomstick out in full force.
Man, he's hitting shots here on Moscow Las Almas. Bance gonna lay that bomb down in a moment. Yeah, not gonna waste a whole lot of time there. Slower hit. A little bit of noise been made once again. Brack, he's gonna be the man in the middle of the map. Fellow still with that sniper in hand, and here we go. Post-plant position for Røkkr, 2v3.
And they're not giving Fellow anything with the snipe right now, so you're actually having a series of one-on-one gunfights, and Fame's gonna hear it a mile away for the 2v2. And now the other players from Florida have grouped up together, but Bance has the angle covered. He just has to be able to pick up one, but he can't do it. All up to Fame. You're gonna see what the rookie can bring.
Unfortunate timing from Bance there. They're already on the bomb. Here comes the hit. Now will Fame see anything? It's a great spot to be in. There it is. Lovely timing. Beautiful shots. That was what the plan was. Brack dives right back on it. Here comes the stun check. Final 10. Here's the hit. That's a big win from Fame, and that is a decisive round from Røkkr.
Absolutely beautifully played. In the 2 versus 3, it kind of caught me off guard, the spot that Bance was going for the plant. You see, he was worried about the tunnel push coming through, but as soon as he gets it down, tunnel push is now open, so the plant spot on point. That little dash of creativity being thrown in the mix for Røkkr to get that round.
Great round for Fame. We're finding out quickly what he's made of. The play like that, again, strange one, thinking he got that mid-map wide open. He plays the late rotation, gets both the players on the bomb there. Great work in the 2v3. Florida Mutineers now they're on attack. Nades land. No snipes just yet, though, but Fellow, he has struck in every round so far. This one, no different. There's one. The second as well.
Good God.
What a shot.
I mean, hey, just get Fellow in the mix. That is your key to success. I was kind of confused that he had it instead of Brack. Well, that question has been answered. Another 4 versus 2 around the A side.
Capsule once again cleans up one in the middle, and this is an outstanding round from the Florida Mutineers. Cammy, what have you got? 30 seconds remaining, and what an unbelievable 2-piece from Fellow. Capsule gets his second as well. The Mutineers, an amazing bounce back.
I mean, this is just ridiculous, too. I mean, if he's hitting shots like that consistently, you can see he's always a motor mouth, getting the confidence going. Middle of the map might just be locked down completely, like offense and defense. Because for the moment, Fellow seems untouchable. I think Cammy only tried to counter-snipe a single round. And if you can establish sniper dominance on this map, that is going to be a massive benefit to your team.
Yeah, who would have thought Fellow, a marksman of Mercado, putting in work for the Mutineers there. That round was all him with the snipe 2 there from Capsule as well. So 1 round advantage for the Mutineers. Here we go once again. Røkkr now on attack again. It's a headbutt towards A. Plenty of numbers here. Capsule on the inside. Can't get anything out of it. Bance finds his first kill. Dips out. No problem. Man advantage Røkkr.
Yeah, those are good nades as well, right? Capsule the only one able to make it through. Havoc tagged up in 2 weak, but now Havoc, maybe an opportunity to make a play. Closes the door so he can make the cross, but shooting at Ghost as well. He's going to get caught, and you see Fame, he's flexing. He'll do it with any gun, doesn't care. Pick up the big 2. Leave Brack in a 1 versus 4.
Another clean bounce back round from both teams. This is a very, very lethal round of search and destroy. Good stuff there out of Fame, the 2-piece. Cammy getting involved there as well. He gets on the board also. So Røkkr now starting to fire on all cylinders. We'll see what the Mutineers do in their round. Because chance, the way this is going out, both teams absolutely swinging in their attacking rounds.
Making plays as well. And interesting enough for Fame to pull out the Vaznev. You see how tall he is? That's an AR if I've ever seen one. You know the height dictates what weapon you're going to use, but if a man can do both and run in the trophy, always a nice guy to have on the team.
Oh, another headbutt. Stuns connecting. This is a big one from Fellow. Dives in. Can't get the second. Trades are there. Here comes Afro into the feed. Lovely hip fire. Finds 2. Traded out again, though. It's a 1v2. All down to Benjamin Bance. A wild round. Can't pick the right corner. Cleaned up as another wild offensive round out of the Mutineers.
I mean, that is just a straight up bang out A and see what happens. What nades and tacks are going to be able to land. Literally a single stun that is able to slow down Fame, I think really gets him the edge in that round. So it was nice to have the double trophies, but a stun that lands a little bit too close stops you in your tracks. And then obviously it is just a trade fest after the fact. So nothing too clean or easy about that round. Just a standard Mercado A hit.
Just an A hit. Flying at each other. There's a guy in the crowd who's watching the stream on his phone from the venue. I appreciate you. Unless he's just taking a photo, hard to tell. Snipes up from Fellow. Will he land another? This SPX putting in the work. Cammy finds that first blood, dips on out. Does manage to avoid the sniper of Fellow, so it's a lovely pick. Man advantage Røkkr.
Well, now the next question for number 4. Be careful on the cross, and Cammy makes it in time. So Fellow not able to even up the odds, unless Cammy wants to give it away for free. Now we got a 3v3.
Fame, are you going to hold this, or are you going to peek it? He's... Okay, doesn't land anything with a stun. Couple of tags in. I love this from Fellow. He's watching that flank push. Brax up close and personal now, trying to creep his way onto the site. Sniffed out by Fame. Once again, 3v1. All down to the masterful marksman, and he has been cleaned up as well. Offensive rounds go crazy here on Mercado.
Yeah, big wins, and like 2 different B hits coming through for Minnesota as well on this map, so very happy to mix things up. Probably Afro the MVP in that round. Reads the flank, catches Cap, gets the final kill towards the end. It seems like for Røkkr, as long as you're able to dodge the sniper Fellow, you're gonna have a good time.
Yeah, it sounds so easy. Just dodge the snipe. Just get out of the way of it. Don't let it happen. It's happened plenty here in this map already. Somebody's got to win a defensive round eventually. 3-3, tied up here in the search.
Well, made down and down. They've been on point for Florida to see if they connect with anything, but a couple players from Røkkr are able to make it through, but the gun trades are coming through. Advantage to Røkkr. Looks like defense, finally. The shining light is there. Brack, an instant 1v3.
Unfortunate lineup there from the Mutineers. It doesn't pay off for them. It was a team kill. It could have been a 2-piece for Afro, but right now it's all down to Brack. He's popping a squat in a corner. Fame's downstairs, jigging, absolutely shaking. Afro, cool, calm. Bance's head has not been spotted yet. What's Brack got in the tank? Can he pull out some magic here? Less than a minute.
I mean, there's quite literally nothing you can do in this situation. It's up to Røkkr to throw it away, but that is a good start. The 2-piece down low can't come through. Trades on point. Minnesota Røkkr, they got the defense they need.
There we go. The defensive win, finally. Minnesota Røkkr. Great work out of Fame. Can hear all this taking place. Those noise cancelling headphones certainly helping out. Now last minute change of plan there. Maybe from Bance. He's going to pass on some play call there. We've known him to do this for every team he's been on. No different here on the Minnesota Røkkr. What are we going to see now on this attacking round out of the boys in purple?
And typical from Fame as well, right? 8-3 in his debut, had a strong map 1, and now waiting out the nades here in this round. So Røkkr forced to play a little bit slow before they make the approach through the alley, but Dead Silence popped out and about. Question is, can he trade Cap, or can Cap just give it away? The patience too clean for the Røkkr first blood.
It's 4 in a row now for Fame. He's still got full pockets to work with, half Dead Silence to go as well. Guns are up though from the Mutineers. No one's going to be able to fly on through. No tags, no nothing spotted out though. Here we go. Bottom side of the site completely covered. Numbers here from Røkkr. Nades out. This is going to be a bang. Brax in the tight corner. Fellow by the hedges. Waiting for the perfect moment to strike. As patience will soon pay off. Fellow's trophy, I don't think that's going to do a whole lot. Waiting for the mid-map pinch as well. Here comes Fame flying forward. Tags are in. Brack now trying to win the fight. Gets at least one. Turns and burns. No hope. Cammy's there for 2. Røkkr win another.
Absolutely gunning them down 1 by 1. The trades on point, the patience in there, and I don't see any nerves there on that main stage. Røkkr right now absolutely flowing on this map. And again, even just the mix-up they're having in strategy. They've had 2 different B hits. They've been fast and aggressive over towards A. That time, slowed the pace down. Posted up with attack 56, get the first blood on Capsule, and then the round just falls into your lap after that. So Røkkr right now mixing up the bag, going deep in the bag of tricks. Right now, clean and easy, 1 round away.
It's lovely to see it. Can they end the spree? Minnesota Røkkr history in the making. Capsule's trying to help out. Oh no! Pharaoh drops as well. Fame 10-4. What a debut here in the Search and Destroy.
Yeah, it be like that sometimes, and Fame double digits is gonna be there to get it done. Havoc, good luck with this one.
Last man up. Afro dives into it. Cammy nearly cleans him up as well. And Fame add another to the pile. Nate's there from Havoc. He knows he's in trouble. Trying now to make something desperate happen. No bomb to be had either. The push through mid. Havoc wins another. Surely not. As Havoc is turning this situation into a winnable one.
Oh, maybe
2 players remain.
I think Cammy was able to pick up a gun as well, so he doesn't have the sniper to deal with, and the players line up, and they're there to take Havoc down. It got dicey, but Røkkr, they broke their curse.
They break the curse. They don't let the ace happen as Minnesota Røkkr, not only do they end the curse, but they go 2-0 up in the series here against Florida Mutineers.
And straight up tippable right now out of Fame as well. A team that had lost 11 S&Ds in a row. Take down Florida to break it. And the man threw up double digits, pulling out the Vastnet, pulling out the tack. Sometimes he's got the trophy, sometimes he's got the dead silence. Seemingly Fame, he can do it all.
They had a great map as well. Good stuff there out of Røkkr. 2-0 so far here in this important matchup for them. 10 points on the line again. And Fame, what a debut. 11-5 to help break the curse there on Mercado La Salmas. The search and destroy woes have ended for Minnesota Røkkr, at least for now. We'll find out what happens with them a little bit later on. Of course, they have another series later on today. They're playing the LA Guerrillas, but it is not over yet, ladies and gents. Hotel Control, that is where we go next. Chance, how are we feeling about it?
I mean, honestly, if you're Røkkr, you got to be feeling great at this point, right? Get the monkey off the back there for the map 2. You obviously look pretty strong on map 1, and I think maybe the main focus point for the team is going to be Fame, and he's playing well so far, so the vibes are going to be flowing going into Hotel.
Hey, we'll see what happens here as everyone in Madison, Wisconsin just run off to grab himself a quick break, because that's right, we're going to go to break as well. We come back, we're playing Hotel Control. Don't go too far, Call of Duty League fans. We'll be back.
The Call of Duty League is presented by the GMC Hummer EV Pickup, the world's first all-electric super truck. Upgrade your game with the Scuff, the official controller of the Call of Duty League. The Call of Duty League is brought to you by the new series Citadel, premiering on April 28, only on Prime Video.
An exciting start to the series sees Minnesota Røkkr up 2-0 over the Florida Mutineers. Let's find out what happens though as we now dive into Control. Miles and Chance here. Chance being in Madison, Wisconsin amongst these lovely fans, having a good time. I'm sitting at home here in LA. Actually quite hot, really hot. Sweating, to be honest, in this stupid sweater. How you doing, Chance? Exciting start to the series.
Doing great. Again, the city is absolutely wonderful. It's a very beautiful place. It has old school vibes, but very active downtown. We're literally like down the block from the Capitol. So fun to be here, food delicious, and I'm just ready for the Call of Duty action to continue because right now in Minnesota, they have been completely on point. Everything you've wanted FaZe to be able to do. Super Soaker in the hill, keeping on point with the slang, and that man was dropping numbers in the search and destroy. So it'll be fun to see if you can keep that up on Hotel.
Yeah, Hotel Control, excuse me, coming up next. We go to a Mercado hardpoint if we have to go to another map. But if you're a Røkkr fan, you do not want it. So far, though, the Wreckers this season, a little better there for the Mutineers, but Fame has certainly got the home crowd buff for sure. Let's find out what happens here in this game of Control, ladies and gents. Bound to be a banger, and can Røkkr find one of the very few 3-0s we've had in this season already?
We'll be starting with Fame as well. It looks like a pretty aggressive B hit gonna be coming through from Minnesota Røkkr. So trying to capture the more difficult point first. Fellow getting tagged up, and yet no trophy's gonna be there yet. So the kill's gonna come through. Minnesota, they have the pressure they need.
Pressure's on. Brack, he and Fellow now defending this side of the map as best they possibly can. Fellow still kicking back in it though. Wonderful work out of Fame into Cammy. Can't get involved there. A little slow to work with the assault rifle in hand. 26 lives apiece as we're still committing players towards that B side. It's all on the Bance. Over by the kitchen though. Fame finding the kills. Røkkr still on the aggressive.
And I think Bance right now is just going to be trying to be annoying as possible. Get the cutoff kills through the middle of the map, and job well done on that front. Mid is going to be there nice and easy. And it looks like Florida have absolutely zero pressure over towards the A zone, but if there's only one guy on it, Minnesota, they're trying to set up for the spawn kills. Be aggressive and work the live count, and if you can make the moment happen, if you get a 3 or 4 down, jump on B.
Afro might be able to do it. That's 3 dead. Plenty of space to work with. Over towards the B zone we now go. Fellow, got to win a fight here. Oh, can't get it done. Afro starting to heat things up. Guns at the ready. No. The push through Spa. That's where we're going. Bance still on the point. First segment long gone. The second on its way out. It's a 3-man stack or 2-man stack. As Fame, he's going to get the A zone captured alone as well. Here come the Mutineers though. Cammy, big guns up. Nice work there with the tack. Can't get any more. They've done the damage at B, but they didn't finish the second segment. A is gone.
Yeah, you see the moment though, but also keep in mind, it's the lives game, right? 21-14 with 1:40 left to go. There's an opportunity to win this round 2 ways. But obviously you see Florida, they've been able to slow things down, get 2 players pushed out into bedroom, and it looks like Røkkr don't want to deal with bed just yet. It is the triple flank coming through.
Triple flank. Havoc. Guns on the first. Nice work there, banking that stun. Oh no! Bance wins a huge one. That's the backline open. The sack is on once again. The second segment down its way out. Oh my word, 2-mans there from Røkkr on the point. Fellow can't win the gunfight top bed. It's nearly done. Anyone there to slow it down? Incoming through mid. Caps it all. He and Havoc trying to find it. Cammy with the kills. Røkkr with a round.
That is absolutely beautiful work coming in from Minnesota Røkkr. That gunfight win that Bance had on the back when Havoc had his number. Absolutely the difference maker. And the timing from Afro was perfect to go and hit bedroom as his team has the pressure on the point. So that is as good as it gets for an offensive round. Røkkr, everything they wanted to execute, they got the job done. And Cammy, we talked about how he's looking better throughout stage 3. 8-2 in that round. Man's trying to run the numbers up.
Certainly running it up. What an unbelievable honeymoon period we are currently in for Røkkr. It's Fame 2-1 this round, doesn't get a whole lot done, but over towards A, we are flying, and Mutineers, it's a 4-man hit. Cammy's about to be able to give a lot of information away. He and Afro finding the kills, Afro finding another one. Can he get the third as well? This would be sensational. That stun's going to seal it, essentially. Bang, Afro, what an opening break.
That is a hard read as well, to aggressively like that triple up to defend the A zone, and that play call pays off. And now you just get to set up around. You can snake if you want inside the restaurant. You have Florida with 0 pressure on the map, and obviously Fame being the funnel system, and with a gunny like that, good luck trying to get past this guy.
They don't manage to get past Fame, but they do manage to get themselves over towards A. Mutineers now with the chance to get themselves onto the board. Slow cap from Brack. His teammates all in position around here, slithering his way into that first segment completion. And there it is. Number 1 done. Fame on the flank. Looking to add a few more to the kills here. Makes it a 4. Makes it a 5. What are we seeing here? Fame out of nowhere. Looking for kill number 6 in a row.
Oh, they're scared to Chalum as well. Got to run away from that one. Good luck. Have fun. If you can't get past Fame, you want to go for the B hit. But even Bance right now is in position to be annoying. But if Bance is behind Losum, the pressure is going to be on Røkkr. They need to get him some support. Because right now, Florida, 3 players stacked up over towards B.
Bance playing this very slowly. Oh no, Havoc cuts him right in half here. Back over to Fame. Kill number 6 in a row. What a round out of him. There's number 7. Fame cannot be stopped. Last 20. What a round.
Oh, and I can't say what he just said in the player cam right there, but he is feeling himself. 8-1 in 2 rounds, the most dominant round you are going to get on defense. Florida right now desperate to get any sort of life, but for the moment, they're being suffocated. Ain't nowhere to go, basically nothing to find, and even if you capture A, still, you're down to 10 lives. You barely have any time left on the clock. Røkkr have absolutely picked them apart.
Well, okay, you add an additional minute. Your final 9 lives, though. Its fellow wins his fight towards the backside of Kitchen now. Mutineers with an opportunity to fan out across the map, make their approach. Fellow now toe-to-toe against Cammy. Win this fight, you're in a great spot. The nade's going to change things. Doesn't. Oh, no! Cammy right back at him. Blows him out of the water, and the driveway is wide open now. 6 lives left for the Mutineers.
I gotta figure out what Cammy is made out of. He just took a couple tags, the van exploded next to him, and he just straight up walked it off. So Røkkr right now simply built different, but maybe an opportunity for Florida. A long way to go, down to 5 lives. You gotta make this perfect.
Brack's making moves. He's close enough to the point. Can he get himself in here? He has to find the gunfights as well. Fame wins another 2. Unbelievable work. Havoc now gets into the feed. The final 3 lives now for the Mutineers. Are they able to get close? Will Fame check it? Does. Havoc's there in the feed. Can't get any more out of it. Cammy, great teamwork. The trades are there. Capsule falls. Minnesota Røkkr. What an unbelievable game of control they are having.
I mean, that is just absolutely dominant. This team is on an 8-series loss spree. Stage 3 for these guys was absolutely abysmal. This is a nice little bounce back, man. You got Afro 17-9. You got Fame popping off into control. And that is one of the more dominant rounds on defense you are going to see on Hotel. Minnesota Røkkr right now seemingly on cruise control.
Mutineers, cruise control. You turn the ship around now, lads. Like, pull that anchor up out of the water and get things going, because it is now or never. Last chance for the Mutineers to stay alive here in this series. Otherwise, they are packing their bags and they're going back to Florida. Here we go.
There's a beautiful start as well. Afro getting the tags, nice and aggressive. Has the read in, is straight up flying it down, but Snake's on point for Brack. Brack has done his job and then some. And look at the headshot that he's collecting. That first gunfight for Brack turns into 3. He gets them all. Brack just dropping everybody on Røkkr.
Takes care of business, holds the line now for his squad. 4 in a row for Brack. We'll see if he can get streaks in a moment. Afro, though, now. Slow and steady creep across the map. Capsule, spotted out, sniffed out. The early bird gets the worm, but Afro gets the trade. Now we fly over towards the A side of the map as well. Røkkr with the numbers. Afro might get shot in the back in a moment. He does. There we go. Havoc trying to keep this place safer for his squad. Can Fame find another kill? 12-5 already.
Yeah, try to be the post-up man for the team, right? Watch the flank a little bit, check the side door, see if you can take down Capsule or at least keep him at bay. So the read's on point. Røkkr take care of the flank. They got that mid-alley under control, and once again, leaving one body on the point. It is the slow progress taking place over towards A, and maybe the opportunity to make a play or maybe double up and just get the job done.
Double it up now. Afro and Cammy getting that work done. Capsule with a slow approach. Will he be there in time to stop this at all? He might be playing for kills at this moment. Gets himself 1. Gets the second as well. Capsule traded out. Fame there, the last man live over towards A, but that's the capture complete. 1:35 on the clock and 20 lives for Røkkr to throw at the point.
Oh, there's Bance making his move. He has been posted up for a long time, and he delivers the big 2. Now you fly towards the B zone, and I was going to say maybe force out the bad spawns, but he's still in Florida, spawning up close. Bance has another couple gunfights in front of him.
What? Can't win any more Fame? Can he win his? Yeah, he does. Traded out immediately, though. No one left now for Røkkr on that side of the map. It's going to be defensive work now for the Florida Mutineers. Buy some space, take care of business. It's Afro up next in the bedroom side of the map. If you can clean him out, you're in a much stronger spot there for the Mutineers.
And And I think he knows that someone got behind enemy lines. That was Fellow, and he gets taken care of. Capsule, next one in line. All like dominoes falling down. One more gunfight for Afro to win, and it's Bance that's going to do it. Here comes the stack. Røkkr trying to get it done in 3.
Havoc gets 3 though. Oh my god. Dives in, takes care of business himself. Deady popped. Fly forward now for the Mutineers. A 1 life lead as they are battling tooth and nail. 45 seconds to go.
And a moment like that, they are taking turns popping off on defense. First time Rack, second time Havoc, and now gonna light up the feed with the help from Fellow as well. Much more stable, but only a 3-life game for the moment. But with 30 seconds left, Røkkr, you see where they're spawning. It is gonna be a hike and a half to try to get towards this B zone.
They don't necessarily have the time. It's all going to come down to Afro. If he can find a kill here on the point and stop the clock, give his boys a few seconds just to cross the back line. They're still running. 9 to 11 now. Mutineers with a life count, 15 seconds to go. It's going to come down to this last hit.
See what you can do. You're setting up the pinch, but it's 2 players in bedrooms, so you got to be very scattered and be ready to get cracked for these gunfight wins.
Here we go, Fellow still holding the front line down. Kills are there. Bance gets 1 at least. Oh, but no chance in hell. They managed to get 1 player on the point in the end, 0.4 on the clock. But okie dokie, Mutineers. They show the resolve. Nerves of steel. They stay alive here in the series.
Oh yeah, and here's the play from Brack at the start of it as well. This is the 4 spree that he goes on, catching everybody by Røkkr 1 by 1. And then the second go around, it was Havoc that picked up the big 3 piece. So the Heroics are there from Florida. They keep their life alive and working on the bounce back. I know Capsule at one point was 3 and 17 at some point during that round. So I know he's heating up just a little bit as well. Florida trying to keep the fight alive.
Fight is still alive indeed. Another attacking round now for the Mutineers. Can they capture both A and B? We saw last time round A was a tough one to get into. Bance is the sole man there now. He finds 1. Traded out immediately by Brack. You're going to see numbers now developing over towards the A side, and we'll see if they can get the capture sooner rather than later.
It's honestly just the hard read game I think Minnesota were playing, right? They triple stack A on defense round 1. This time they tripled up B, but it's because they got the cruise missile to roll through and see if you can make a dent, make a little impact on the hill, or at least keep them away for a moment. It looks like Bance, the last one standing around the zone, he's going to get cleaned up, and the slow capture commences once again for Florida.
Havoc still getting it done by himself right now. We'll see how long it takes. Reinforcements now appearing in the feed. Brack's going to be there to help out. Second segment gone, Fellow. He's the calf man. Lovely work, 3 in the feed for Tyler Fellow. And now the fast moves across the map. Streaks now above. We're going to see that hit over towards the B side, or a bit of a curve now from Brack. Oh, he's taking the long way around. Bends it like Beckham in towards the... Oh, does get Cammy. Great shot there with the cruise. They're on point. Took a while, but we got there.
I mean, look, Boz, I know that cruise missile was fantastic, but I think Cammy killed 3 players before it actually landed on top of him. So yeah, Cammy just completely destroys the team in that moment. You burn the cruise and you keep things nice and under control. But Fellow wins another big gunfight. So right now it's only Bance behind enemy lines. And the question is, how sneaky can he be? Not sneaky enough. Capsule's going to drop him in Florida. Now it's all guns straight ahead. No flanks to worry about. Gun him down to the zone.
Florida, they're in. It's a 2-man stack right now. 3, Fellow, Brack, and Capsule all getting the job done. Havoc now. He's watching the mid push. Anyone now trying to find the kills? Yes, Capsule gets 1. Brack with a second. Second segment's on its way out. Florida, what a bounce back this is. Not over yet, though. Cammy, the last man left alive, gets involved. No hope in hell. That should be the round. And that should be a decider. Here on Hotel, the Mutineers have done it. Final round.
Okay, Florida. I see the fight that they got. Get the vibes flowing a little bit. The fizz bumps out and about. I kind of see a moment like that where you have the cruise missile coming through a little too late as Cammy picks up 3. I'd imagine that round's just chalk, but instant the bounce back was there. Every player inside a bottom bed or out by the plaque gets taken care of. In Florida, they find their way. They find their groove. And again, Capsule, who had struggled in the first 2 rounds, turned things around in the past 2 to set us up rather for the round 5.
Round 5, Capsule starting to heat up. Slow start from him as he's bounced back wonderfully. Røkkr, we'll see who gets defense, because I haven't been counting the segments. I've been a little too lit, but they've got themselves defense indeed. Can Røkkr hold on once again? The Mutineers, they've got to attack again.
Yeah, you see Røkkr again playing it safe, the triple stack over towards B. So I think they got away with a cheeky one on their first round on defense, but we're back to the sort of standard hotel style. Havoc not able to get past, no dead silence plays coming in through there. You see Røkkr just making sure they keep control of the map, get players constantly pushed out towards bedroom, keep those spawns at bay. And honestly, winning out all the gunfights. Cammy again able to pick up the big two. So Florida back on the struggle bus, back with these kitchen spawns, and now such a long way to go.
This is the best Cammy has looked since Cold War, 29 and 21. He's finding kills left, right, and center. Afro, what a hipfire that was. Most of that done with one hand on the drop. Afro and Bance in the feed as well. Cammy once again. Mr. McGilligan back at it.
Yeah, no mistakes being made around bedroom as well so far. Bance doing a good job to stay alive. Here's a little battle against Havoc and Cap, and poor Capsule can't buy a kill if he had the money in his back pocket. So now back towards kitchen, back towards the A zone, but it is Afro here to shut you down. Him and Cammy doubling up on the 30 bombs.
30 and 19 on a force spree. He likes big feeds, all his. 20 seconds remaining on the round. Røkkr have held this perfectly. Kills though from Fellow as pressure now opening up. 15 seconds. You have to get out now. And the Mutineers, it's a big gunfight and it's all onto Afro to hold him down. Can he win this one and basically win the map and the series for his team? Here come the Mutineers. Can they get onto the point? They should. Yes. Stack it up. Watch out for Cammy. All comes down to a few more gunfights. Fellow wins a big one. Over towards Bance. If he can be sneaky, you can end it all here.
You can still jump on this if you want to. It is 3 players, actually maybe too much for Bance to deal with, and the reads from Havoc are there anyway. So it is a massive life disparity for the moment, but Florida, they're just looking for the one break, and it's all about that bedroom control. Havoc going to be playing with the idea, maybe to make a move to clear these players out, but that is not a good start. Afro cannot miss.
Trades, though, are the name of the game right now for the Florida Mutineers.
Oh, hello.
12 lives left. Space now to get themselves on towards B. Got to take care of the reinforcements first. Capsule will be the first man into the fight. All the timing is a bit awkward. He's got a lot to deal with. One part of the problem dealt with. Afro, though, manages to be taking... No, he gets his kill. He gets away with it. So Røkkr are still in a strong spot. 3 of them now on the defense. Just over 30 seconds to go.
Oh, and they're able to make it to bedroom as well. Fame able to shut down Fellow, and you get players like Afro back in the mix underneath. 7 lives to go and about 20 seconds left on the clock. And that is a dangerous word in a dangerous moment right now for Florida that, again, has to be perfect on this break.
Yeah, the Crocs are in sport mode now. They're flying in. Final few moments. Capsule, check every possible avenue you've got. Watch out for that one-player back spar. Can't win the fight. Now through the front lines, the final 5 seconds. Soaring. Brack might be able to dive on it. Has to get the kills. His teammates are. They're nowhere near. The gunfight's done, and it is over. Røkkr 3-0. They're in Madison, Wisconsin, and the fans are loving it. An essential victory for them in the points, an essential victory for them in the standings. And they finally broke the search and destroy curse. It feels a bit like Christmas.
Welcome to Wisconsin, and for Fame, welcome to the CDL. One hell of a debut he was able to have on point in all 3 game modes. The S&D was fantastic and deservedly getting a lot of love.
Oh, wow. An incredible debut for Fame. Happy to be in the squad, I would imagine. 3-0, quite the turnaround there from Minnesota Røkkr. GG's in the chat for the Mutineers. Close, but no cigar. Despite the brilliant performance we saw in that search and destroy, exciting snipes, a couple of great rounds there in the control, but Hotel was not their map today. Cammy with a 4K. That really is some of the finest COD he has played in a long time. This roster shake-up has certainly made things look a little bit better for Røkkr. Is it too little too late? Or is this the beginning of the comeback? The resurgence from Røkkr. What a run it would be. For the Mutineers, no chance. Tough scenes. They've come all this way. It was a brutal series, and at times it didn't feel like a lot went their way. But 3-0 is the name of the game here for Røkkr.
Oh, yeah, I mean, Florida going to tilt off the face of the earth, right? You just flew halfway across the country to play Call of Duty for 40 minutes, and now you got to fly back home. So that is a tough one there. And not just the love for Cammy, by the way, in that final one. I think the biggest stat line differential, it was Afro versus Capsule. Capsule triple negative, and Afro seemingly did not lose a single one-on-one gunfight. So Afro, when he's on form, superstar in the league.
West Midlands finest now doing it for Minnesota Røkkr. GG's to them again, and congrats on that 10 points. We're looking at those standings a little bit later. Things are getting spicy indeed, ladies and gents. We're ready to go to the desk, though. We say goodbye for a moment, Madison. We say howdy, Columbus.
All right, goodbye, you gorgeous gamers. I'm so jealous of Chance right now out there with the crowd in Madison, but this was my takeaway from this matchup. Minnesota is now a top 3 team.
Faded.
All right, follow the math here, though. Florida beat Subliners.
Sure.
Okay.
Subliners yesterday beat Atlanta.
You're sounding like
And Minnesota beat Florida. Therefore, Minnesota better than Atlanta. Top 3.
Yeah, you sound like that GIF, like the lady with all the numbers trying to figure.
It sounds like Reddit to me right now.
All right, first impressions though. Fame in the lineup. Røkkr with a clean 3-0, end of an 8 losing streak. What are the initial impressions here, Allie?
I'm very impressed by Fame. I know, like, I didn't know a whole lot about him, and, you know, shout out to Dream Casey kind of giving us that background earlier on today. And from what we've seen, I mean, he's doing what he needs to be done. Like, it's not any super standout in the fact that he's not super aggressive. He has been playing kind of laid back, but he's been putting up these huge numbers. I think the biggest difference for me was definitely that search and destroy. We talk about the Minnesota Røkkr. I mean, an 11 search and destroy loss spree, and they weren't close. Like, they were 6-1s, 6-2s, and 6-0s in those 11. So that Fame comes in, drops that 11-5 stat line. They win that map 2 in a 6-3 fashion. Then they move into the control. Again, they've been struggling in all game modes. They go up 2-0, and what you think is going to happen, Minnesota Røkkr, they tend to choke sometimes in these moments. They don't. It's a dominant showing. It's a dominant opening 4 feed from the Minnesota Røkkr. They get that control, and they pull it back. So I think an impressive showing overall from the new player in Fame.
Yeah, you know, when I thought about this Minnesota team, even with the last iteration of their roster, in order for them to find success, I thought they had to be a fundamentally sound team, very strategic in the search and destroy, and excel there. And that's what we saw in this series. You know, Fame played fantastic for this team. Although I do feel like anybody could have got plugged in, they needed a breath of fresh air, right? Yeah. Like, this is a new roster after you struggled. You didn't win a single match in the last stage, right? And now you're playing in front of a home crowd. They had everything going for them today on top of Fame rising to the occasion. He's coming in to fill the shoes of Attach. Like, Attach is a great player. He was doing damage. He was getting the kills that he needed to do on this squad. And Fame came in and filled those shoes above and beyond, especially when they needed him most, which is in that search and destroy with some big clutches.
The Collegiate COD national champion now winning his first matchup in the CDL, and he also earns Scuff Play of the Game honors. Let's take a look at this 1v2. Nameless, walk me through it. You are losing your mind in the green room.
Yeah, you know, it's just like a tense situation for him to be in off the bat on this squad. So they were in a 2 versus 3 situation. Fame finds that first kill over going through Garage, and then Bance falls in dark. So now Fame is left, last alive, 20 seconds left on the clock, and he has to pick a lane. He goes through mid, finds the kill. Brack's not able to get the trade, and then Fame just sprinkling it on top, throws the stun, and finds that final kill. That's a big clutch when you need him most, right? It's like a tie game at that point. You're in front of the home crowd. It's your chance to seize the moment. He did it.
And we saw the crowd lighting up afterwards, play in front of an audience. Always an advantage. We just saw it in Texas. It's happening in Minnesota, at least for Røkkr fans in Wisconsin today. We got to give a shout out to everyone in person. And remember, you can rock your gear at our next event, shop.callofdutyleague.com. If you're not wearing it in person, you can also wear it in the game, Allie.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like I said, every time we do one of these drops, I feel like they just slowly get better and better and better. So I'm looking at teams maybe to hook me up with some of those hoodies.
Yeah, can we get some team packs as well? Just send us the codes. We are ready here. My ranked games need a little bit of variety. When we come back, we've got another series on our hands. It's part of a Super Saturday. Series 2 of the day features The Breach looking to bounce back against our Major 3 champions, Toronto, Scrappy, Hixie and the boys, taking the stage next.